Jadon Sancho, he's being linked again with a move to PSG. Now, get in the comment section and let me know if you think he should stay at Manchester United or if he should look to leave, because I think he needs to leave. I don't believe the reports that him and Ten Hag have, fixed their issues. I don't believe that for 1 second. I think what happened was Ratcliffe, Ineos, they sat them down and said, we don't know what the problem was last season, but we don't care. You guys fix it. Make it work. Because Sancho is a valuable player, right? And we don't want to banish him and then lose money on him. Ten Hag, we just kept you as the manager. Both you guys got to learn to work together. That's what I think really happened. I don't think that, because this guy said what? Like they drew a line or something and, they've gotten over. Bro, you didn't get over shit. You don't just banish a player the way that you did Sancho. He goes on loan at Dortmund, cooks, make a Champions League final, comes back, and now it's all good? Nah. I think Ineos have something to do with why they're, saying that the beef is over. But I fully believe that these two guys do not like each other. And if I was Sancho, I'm looking to leave Manchester United immediately. There's nothing else that he can do at the club, in my opinion. Like, he's already going to be labeled as a flop, right? Like, unless this guy goes out there and bags 25 GA next season, he's going to be considered a flop, right? You saw fans last season when he was at Dortmund hoping that he failed to prove the manager right. He's still not an ideal fit in Ten Hag's system in terms of play style. Why the hell would he want to stay? The only thing that makes sense is if no other club is offering him a higher wage, because he is on a lot of money at Man United. But if I was him, I'm out. And I think PSG would be a good fit for him. They just lost Mbappe, right? They're going to need to revamp that attack because PSG's midfield and front three, it's shit. Looks like a Wolverhampton side. They got a few decent pieces in midfield, but overall it's lacking. And more specifically, their front three. Who are they going to be relying on to create chances and score goals next season? They got Asensio, Ousmane Dembele, Kolo Mani. Who else? Goncalo Ramos. What is that? I think he would start for PSG immediately. And he would tear up League One. He would cook. I think Sancho is a good player, right? And for me, the reason that he's flopped at Manchester United is not just because of things that he's done. I blame the club, right? I blame the style of play. Why the hell would you buy a guy that has the skill set of Jadon Sancho, right? You saw how he was cooking at Dortmund before you guys brought him in. 1v1, creating chances, on the ball a lot, slowing down possession, linking play, getting his teammates involved, creating chances, scoring goals when given opportunities. Sancho was cooking. And then Manchester United went and bought him, and then they decided to play counterattacking football. What is that? So, yeah, I think if he went to a team like PSG, a team that are going to dominate possession, where he's going to get a lot more chances, where he is going to get more opportunities on the ball, why wouldn't he do well there? And some people make the argument that he's just not suited to the Premier League in terms of style of play, right? Because the Premier League is very fast, very physical, right? Whereas the Bundesliga, where Sancho does well, is a lot slower. You get a lot more time on the ball, right? And that's kind of similar to how it'd be in France. So if that's true, yeah, I think this would be a very good signing for PSG. And his stock is really low, right? His value is about 30 million. You could probably buy him for about 40, 45 million, I think max he goes for. And I think he could end up doubling his value in the next 2 seasons, right? Like, this is a player where, because of how dysfunctional Manchester United are, it's affected him and his transfer value. But Sancho is a very good player. You guys saw it last season against PSG, by the way. With Mbappe on the pitch, Sancho looked like the best player. He was cooking. He was unplayable. And I think any team that controls most of the possession can get the best out of a player like Jadon Sancho. And again, PSG just lost Mbappe. They're going to have to invest a lot of money into that attack to replace his goals and to replace the chances that he creates. And I think Sancho on that left wing would do some damage. Literally. I mean, I don't know what PSG are trying to do, right? We know that the talks for Victor Osimhen have slowed down. I haven't really seen them get linked with anybody else, right? I mean, I think they were in for Nico Williams, but then they got rejected by him. I think Sancho, why would you go to PSG? They're the biggest club in France, right? They're also in Paris, so it's a big market. They could probably offer you high wages as well, and you could be one of the faces of the team now that Mbappe is not there. You could be a part of that PSG new era. And again, I think he would do well there, for real. But I wonder what PSG are trying to do, post Mbappe, right? We see them bring in João Neves. They got Warren Zaire-Emery. Their back line's pretty decent, right? You got Marquinhos, Hakimi, you got Nuno Mendes, you got Donnarumma. So they do have a solid squad there. But that attack is ass. And I think Sancho would be an upgrade. And I think he would do some damage in League One. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about Sancho possibly headed to PSG. If you were him, would you stay at Manchester United or would you leave? On top of that, this guy is still wearing number 25. United are giving bums like Garnacho, like Rasmus Højlund number upgrades. But Sancho still got to wear number 25. Nah, I'm out of there. I am out of there. There's no way. Just, look, cut your ties off. Or maybe he does want to prove himself at the club. But what do you guys think?